Guys, huge news just dropped yesterday afternoon. I think it was probably about maybe 4 o'clock, 4:30 in that area yesterday, where the NFL just keeps on ticking, bro. Like, you cannot go a day without some huge NFL news, whether it be something about the Deshaun Watson scandal, or whether it be something to do with the NFL draft, or a team maybe signing some late free agent. Like, I think Antonio Brown's still out there, not being signed by anybody. So you just can't sleep on the NFL any day of the week, especially in the off season, because so much big stuff happens, and especially now because we are so close to the NFL draft. The NFL draft is this month, ladies and gentlemen. The end of this month. I think it's like the 27th or 25th. Somewhere in the 20s in April, I think. And we are getting ever so close to those days, and it just keeps on heating up because, ladies and gentlemen, you probably already know this, but this is my first time reacting to it since it happened yesterday. The New York Jets have traded Sam Darnold. They've done it. They've shipped him off. The former number 1 overall pick is out of here. He's gone. He's out of here. 3 strikes and he's out. He's headed to Carolina. Teddy Two Gloves, no more. Well, he's still there, but now he's a backup, or maybe he's going to be a starter. There's probably going to be a quarterback competition, and knowing Sam Darnold, he's probably going to lose that, and they're going to start Teddy Two Gloves. But Sam Darnold officially out of New York. I've been speculating about this for a few months now. I've said that maybe Sam should be traded to the San Francisco 49ers, or maybe Atlanta. Maybe he could be Matt Ryan's replacement. Or maybe he could go to, I don't know, who else needs a quarterback? Maybe New Orleans to be Breeze's replacement. I don't know. He could be somewhere like that. Somewhere where maybe not New Orleans, but maybe somewhere where there's not a lot of pressure. Like, because he doesn't seem to be very good with the pressure. So him shipping off to Carolina is interesting because, in my opinion, the Panthers are a team that is a quarterback away from kind of doing something, like maybe a playoff wild card berth at this point. I don't think they have the team to really make a deep run in the playoffs. But the thing about this is, I don't think Sam Darnold is that quarterback that they need to make the playoffs. I don't think that Sam is better than Teddy Bridgewater. I don't think that Sam Darnold is better than Teddy Bridgewater. At least not this version of Sam Darnold. Now, I've speculated in the past. I've discussed my feelings about Sam Darnold, how I think that he was just in a bad situation in New York. He just got the raw end of a deal, and he never could live up to that amazing amount of hype that they gave him coming out of USC. So I just think he just got a bad rap. He's not as bad as everybody makes it out to seem, and the bad that he plays, because he's played on the Jets. The Jets got nobody. There's a reason they're one of the worst teams in the NFL, and the reason they're picking second in this year's draft. They'd be picking number 1 if it wasn't for Jacksonville. So I think that Sam just he wasn't in the right situation. He couldn't ever really show really anything. He never got comfortable. He never could grow from what he was in college to then rookie, second year, third year, on and on and on. So he just couldn't develop into a decent quarterback. Now, I think in a different situation, maybe not Carolina. Maybe Carolina isn't the move, but maybe it is. Maybe with Christian McCaffrey there, and they got DJ Moore now, or not now, but they've got DJ Moore, and they've got a pretty decent defense, maybe like a 500 defense, I guess. They could see something in Sam Darnold, but I still don't think that Carolina is the final landing spot for Sam Darnold. I think he gets moved again in the offseason because he doesn't play as well as they thought. So I think that Sam is moved in the offseason after this upcoming season. I don't know where he goes. I'm not sure what his contract situation is looking like. I'm not sure if he's a free agent after this year or if he's still under contract and they have to trade him. Either way, I don't think he's on Carolina after this season. I think he goes one more time, and then the spot that he lands there, I think, is the key. I think that's where he starts to develop, because I really personally don't think that Sam is that bad of a quarterback. I don't think he is as bad as everybody says. I don't think he's as good as everybody thought he was going to be out of college. He's never going to be the reason you win a Super Bowl. He's never going to be the reason you win a playoff game. He's never going to be he's never going to be a top of the line Dak Prescott and higher kind of quarterback tier, like a really, really good quarterback. He's going to be a Ryan Fitzpatrick type. He's going to be a plug and play type. He's going to be a lesser version of Teddy Bridgewater, basically. He's gonna be a very solid, reliable quarterback that you can throw in as a backup if your starter goes down or something happens, and he can put the ball where it needs to be. He can make plays and not make mistakes, and he can win you a ball game. But he's never going to be the guy on a championship team or a winning team, like a really good winning team with a chance at a championship. That's just my opinion. I don't think that Sam will ever be that. He may blow that out of the water, and he may do dominant things in Carolina. Who knows? I'm just a guy in a chair speculating in a basement. That's basically all that I'm doing. So that's just my opinion on the Sam Darnold trade. I think it's crazy. They traded a second, a fourth, and a sixth, I'm pretty sure, to get Sam, which I think the second and the fourth were this year, and the sixth was next year. I think that's how the trade works. So the Jets get some value back for him. They could have got a lot more if they traded him a couple years ago, but I mean, a second and a fourth isn't bad. Those are two. If you draft them right, those are two starters on a championship team. Those are two starters on a playoff team. So if you draft them right, those are some good value picks. So they walk away with some good value for this. And if Sam doesn't turn out, then the Jets win. If the Sam turns out to be a decent quarterback, then they both win, because the Jets got a good value in return, and the Panthers got Sam Darnold, who turned out to be a very good quarterback. So it could end up being a win-win depending on what the Jets do with those draft picks that they got for him. So that's my opinion on the Sam Darnold. I just can't believe it actually happened. I didn't actually think. I know I was talking all this crap about how I thought Sam Darnold should get traded, and I thought he was going to get traded. I never actually thought it would happen. So it's kind of a little freaky that it actually did happen. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this Sam Darnold trade. If you think that Sam is going to be a good fit for the Panthers, or you think he's just going to be another bust and he's not going to maybe not even start ahead of Teddy Bridgewater. So let me know down below. Smash that like button, notification bell, and subscription button. You guys know the drill. Subscribe. Juice Club. Words. I'm out of here.